6 downsides to your spiritual gifts and my 6 easy fixes to go right alongside them. Today, we're talking about something that most people don't tell you when your spiritual gifts start to open up. It can be a beautiful experience. It can be very powerful. It can also have some downsides. So, I want to address that head on. Let's walk through the 6 most common challenges that I see and my solutions for how to overcome them. Number 1 is emotionally overwhelmed. The second you start to open up your gifts and start to open up your sensitivity, a lot of things like old wounds, grief, even suppressed waves of joy can kind of all surface at once. It can feel like riding an emotional roller coaster without a seatbelt on or not really knowing how to swim through the waves of all of that emotion. I experienced some of this initially as well. My first solve for this is grounding yourself. So you can do that through breath work, through walking through nature, putting your feet in the grass. You can also do that by petting your pets. That's like the most emotional grounding thing I know of. You can also do it through dancing or singing or knitting or mindless TV, anything that kind of brings your energy down back into your human experience. It is not regression, it's release. So just think about it that way. You're trying to off gas some of those emotions that you're feeling. I would also encourage you, if you're really struggling with this one, to get some therapy and professional help on that front. Really processing any emotions that you've got in the most healthy way possible can help you be a better psychic intuitive medium and user of all of your gifts. The second downside I see sometimes is an isolation or a disconnection from those that you love who don't understand this new kind of self. Not only can the world feel louder and harsher and less aligned, but it may not align to people in your life who have a different set of beliefs, and that can feel somewhat isolating. My solve for this is for you to build and nurture a spiritual community for yourself of like minded individuals. Where would you find these people? You may find them in online classes, at bookstores and gatherings. You may even find them in your existing friends if you're willing to kind of open up that conversation to those who may be acquaintances who suddenly align with your beliefs and now become better friends with you. This experience is normal. You are not alone. The beginning is just the awakening, and I promise you, you will find your own spiritual group. Number 3, it can feel like an identity crisis. You had one set of beliefs, especially for those who subscribe to a religious belief that now are questioning that or belong to this group, and now that group doesn't align to these beliefs in the spiritual. That can feel like an identity crisis. You might even catch yourself like asking, like, who am I now? Like, what do I believe in, and who do I want to be in the future? That is all normal. It is part of the process, and just know that you have the support of the spirit world behind you. The solve for you is really to spend some time with yourself. I would encourage journaling and really keeping track of who you are today. How do you feel today? What is your relationship like with spirit? So you can start with a prompt. Spirit sees me today as, or I feel like I am this person today. As your gifts unfold, there is fluidity to this definition of who you are. I will say for myself, over time, who I am has 100% evolved. That is okay. Embrace that fluidity that comes with the ever evolving nature of being a human being. All right, number 4 is heightened sensitivity. The second you open that door to say, I want to see, hear, and feel in the psychic world, in the mediumistic world, I want to use my intuition more, that kind of opens the sensitivity up in your entire life. So you may find yourself like suddenly not loving crowds or a lot of noise or music on all the time. You may find that you're more subtly sensitive to foods. Your system is basically recalibrating to this new sense of sensitivity. The one thing I will say is that does change over time, and you can work to calm some of that sensitivity down. As the solve, though, I would highly recommend clearing your space of clutter. And what I mean by that is not only your physical space, but your mental space, and allowing yourself literally a clean house, a clean mind, and less choice overall, so that you can really sit in that sensitivity and not be overwhelmed by the human world around you. You may need to adjust things temporarily that you then switch back and are okay with. I know a lot of psychics and mediums who have gone to different diets, like vegetarian or stop drinking or can only eat whole foods, things like that, that suddenly align more to their sensitivity in their body. And sometimes that makes everybody feel better. I mean, a clean diet's a great thing. Over time, though, you may find that you have a little bit more flexibility as you get into your gifts a little bit more. Number 5. Now, this one I've experienced with students and family members alike. There is an impatience to having spiritual gifts. I just want the answers now. I'm frustrated with the pace. I want more, more, more. I don't know about you, but I have definitely been there myself and I have witnessed it. You want progress yesterday, and it can feel like this is an endless journey. Now, the solve for this is kind of frustrating. I'm just going to share that your journey is nonlinear. It's not like you start here and you follow A, B, C, D steps and you end up at Z and everything is just all just peachy keen. That's not how intuitive gifts go. That's not how a spiritual journey goes. The solve for this, though, is to create rituals. Create the space in your day where you focus on your connection to spirit. Create those moments where you're able to journal or sit in the power or meditate, whatever feels right to you, to help give you that connection on a regular basis. If you're feeling frustrated about the pace, notice why that's a frustration for you. It may be time to kind of notice that about yourself. If you are being so impatient that it's kind of taking over, that can actually turn off some of your spiritual gifts. So there is a moment to just surrender to the process and allow it to unfold how it should. Number 6 is about spiritual chatter and potentially getting kept up at night by the spiritual world. This happens with some people. It was not my issue. And I say that because I think I had to work a lot harder to turn the ability on than I've ever had to turn the ability off. That being said, this happens to people a lot. The solve for this is really great. You can set kind of energetic office hours and be very clear with spirit. When I turn my light on at 8 a.m., I'm open for business. When I turn my light off at 10 p.m., I am closed for business. You are welcome to visit me anytime during the day and give me any downloads you'd like during those hours. That's one way. The other way is you can kind of envision a portal in your mind and you say, when I go to that door and step through that door, I'm here for conversation. But if I step back onto the human side, I don't want to be bothered. This is all about creating those spiritual boundaries and really sticking to them. Your job is never then to wonder what's happening on the other side of the door or wonder late at night who's around you. Because the second you wonder, you're inviting that energy closer to you. A solve for that questioning mind that keeps asking questions outside of spiritual hours is to kind of keep a notebook by the side of your bed and just write it down. And once you write it down, know that it's parked there and that you will ask the question of spirit in the morning, but that you are not going down that road to open up that door at 11 o'clock at night, at 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Spiritual gifts are powerful, they're beautiful and life changing, but they are also human in a way, and they can be messy and sometimes a little bit overwhelming. So I hope this video gave you kind of the right tools and boundaries to navigate through with clarity and confidence. I would invite you to check out my website. I have ongoing classes about intuition work and work with spirit guides. And these are many of the questions that we answer together as a group. Once again, I'm Emily Snyder of Connected Intuition. As always, stay open, stay curious, stay connected with Connected Intuition. I'll see you next time.